All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here on Saturday, second video of Saturday, and I'm just showing you guys the reference number. This is the GW-M5610BC-1JF as far as the reference number on this G-Shock we're going to be taking a look at today. Now, I unboxed this watch a couple of weeks ago. I'll leave the unboxing video down below in the description so you guys can check that out. But it is the negative dial. This is the 6-band, the multi-band 6 solar module on this watch, and it's a very, very cool watch. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you guys, and I'm going to get it out of the way, is the negative display. Yes, it is a pain in the butt to read in a number of different light situations. Even just, here in front of the camera trying to film it, it's kind of a pain in the butt. But I went into that knowing that. I mean, when you buy these watches, you know that with a push of the button like that, you can light that up in a difficult light situation and read it pretty easily. So I'm going to just get that out of the way right off the bat. So this has been a great watch. Two of the reasons really that I wanted to buy this watch was the negative display. I wanted to give that a try. And also this one came on the combi bracelet, which is really probably one of the coolest things about this watch. I don't think I would have any reason whatsoever to take this watch off the combi bracelet. I mean, it's super, super comfortable. I've watched a number of Random Rob's videos on it, and so I had to give one a try. And, they're not wrong. This is one of the most comfortable, best bands or upgrades you could probably do to your Casio Square. If you can find one. They're not cheap from what I can tell. They're actually pretty expensive for the bracelet, and that's why this watch costs a little bit more. But it was easy to adjust. Of course, I don't know what I was thinking, but I started digging in there with the spring bars. Excuse me, let me show you. The spring bar tool, trying to release these springs for some stupid reason, not realizing, hey, there's holes in there. So after trying twice, I realized, hey, dummy, just push the pin through the hole there, and it was super easy to adjust the bracelet. Now, most of you guys are going to understand what you have as far as modes on this watch. I mean, obviously on the main screen, you've got your, up here in the top corner, you can see it says RCVD. That means it received its signal. The signal from the Fort Collins Tower, going back a couple videos when I mentioned that was shut down. Totally wrong on that. And the PS down below is Pacific Standard Time is what it picked up. So you've got Saturday there, SA letting you know it's Saturday, 2/16, obviously February 16th. Then you've got your time down here below. Over here is going to be your mode button. You can scroll through the modes. Now this is world time mode. I think it's got a ton of cities, like 48 cities and a number of different countries. So there's pretty much not going to be a time zone unless you live in one of those oddball half time zones somewhere in the world. But you're pretty much going to be able to set your world time anywhere on this watch or go through any place you travel to. You've got your alarms, and on this watch you have 5 alarm modes. You also have a snooze mode, I believe, yeah. Or it's 4 and then a snooze mode, and then your signal there. You've got your stopwatch function, which is very nice. I think this thing will record like up to 99 hours, 99.999 hours. I think that's what it is. So, and then you've got your timer function that you can use there. You can set that for keeping track if you got a steak on the grill or whatever. And then goes back to your normal mode. A lot of people feel that this is just a real limited functionality. For me, to be honest, I don't need anything more than this in a G-Shock. I do have a Pathfinder with the compass and the barometer and whatnot, but really for anything I'm going to be doing, this is just fine. This top button up here is going to light up your dial. This does have, you can see it down there, the AEL, that's the auto electroluminescence. I'll show you that. I'll dim the lights and show you that if I can get that to work. But basically, when you tip the watch up in a dark situation, it will actually light up the dial for you so you don't have to push the button. So kind of functional, kind of fun. I use it at night, and especially on this negative dial, it's not overpowering. If I turn this on some of my other ones, with the regular, it's very, very bright at night, and it can disturb your sleeping partner, to be honest with you. So up here, this top one is for adjusting all of your modes and your time setting and whatnot. So guys, I gotta admit, I did a video a while back on how much I was wearing my solar tuna, my Seiko solar tuna, and that I'd kind of set my G-Shocks aside. Well, I've been wearing this pretty much nonstop to the gym. Biggest reason, I'll be honest with you, for that is that this combi bracelet is so darn comfortable. Like I said, if you guys don't have one on this bracelet yet, a G-Shock on the combi bracelet, I'd say definitely give it a try. If you can find the bracelet out there and upgrade one of your other watches, definitely give that a try. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this. We're going to get this watch on my 7-inch wrist and talk about that for a second. Okay, so here's the watch on my 7-inch wrist. It fits very well. Now you're looking at a 43 millimeter. I think I measured it at 43.4, so just under 43 and a half from side to side. And from the, you don't want to call it lugs, but from tip to tip on the case, north to south here, you're looking at 46.3. So just about 3 millimeters of difference. That's what makes these watches actually wear what I consider to be small. They do wear small. Actually, I've been wearing my 39 millimeter binnacle down here, which is, you know, I mean the weight alone, but look at comparing the 39 millimeter watch to the 43. It really doesn't look big. The G-Shock doesn't. So very interesting. Of course, you know, taking off a watch, all stainless steel watch like that and putting this on, it's just a dream. I mean, it just melts to the wrist, is incredibly comfortable. I've never felt anything as comfortable as this bracelet, any bracelet, to be honest with you, of any watch I own. Probably because of the lightweight of the watch and whatnot, but it's a cool watch. You got to go into it knowing that with that negative readout, there's going to be light situations where you're going to have problems reading it, especially in dim light. But if I do, you know, I just reach up, boom, hit the button, and it's that easy. Being that it's a solar watch too, it's charging all the time, I don't worry about hitting that light button constantly. Now, if you have a regular standard battery module in there, yeah, you don't want to hit the light all the time. And so if you have this negative readout and you're running a standard battery model, don't use that because you'll burn the battery down pretty quick by pressing that electroluminescence there. So very neat looking watch. I'm going to dim the lights and I'll see if we can't get that auto electroluminescence to light up. I'll show you how you can flip the wrist and light it up. So let me dim the lights here. All right, so if you guys don't have the watch with the auto electroluminescence, this isn't going to work. But if you do, all you have to do is hold the light button down for about 5 seconds, and you'll see that AEL mark there on the dial. And then what the watch will do is when you bring it up like this, it'll automatically illuminate that dial for you so you can read it. Only lasts for a couple of seconds, as you can see, and then it goes black again. But very neat function and feature of the watch. Now let me turn the light back on here. Oh, I shut off all the lights. Okay. Well, guys, we're going to go out like that. Thanks for checking out the video. Yeah, you can see in just dim light like this, you can barely read that. But again, with the AEL on, of course, it's not going to work now for me, right? Yeah, there it goes. With that on, you can, you know, really quick flick of the wrist, read your watch. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning into the channel. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. I can definitely vouch for this G-Shock. I love the watch. It's going to stay in the collection. You really got to have a G-Shock in the collection, no matter what I said before with the Seiko Solar Tuna. It's definitely something you want to have. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you like the video, like I said, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And if you've not subscribed to the OFD channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks, guys.